As colleges and universities grapple with how to safely reopen campuses this fall, many are resorting to online classrooms and virtual learning without lowering the price of admission. CBS 2's Jessica Moore introduces us to a Rutgers University student behind a petition to lower tuition.
Shreya Patel is on a mission to lower tuition at Rutgers University.
They can try and justify and say that we're getting what we pay for, but we're not. It's pretty simple that remote education is not the same as education fees.
In light of the COVID-19 pandemic, Rutgers will offer some in-person classes this fall, but the business school, where Patel is a rising senior, will all be online.
They're still charging us campus fees, and the campus fees usually go towards like the student centers, the recreational services, concerts, things like that, but obviously none of that is happening right now.
Patel started a change.org petition to lower tuition costs for students, which so far has more than 23,000 signatures of support. She says her calls to the university have been ignored. When we reached out, a Rutgers spokesperson told CBS 2, quote, "A robust Rutgers education, whether delivered in a remote, hybrid, or in-person fashion, is comprehensive and is provided by some of the finest scholars in American higher education. The university does not anticipate any reduction in tuition." And it turns out Rutgers isn't alone. This week, Harvard and Georgetown announced fewer students would be allowed on campus this fall, but tuition would remain the same. Princeton University is cutting tuition by 10%.
And that does give me hope, knowing that other schools are doing it, because I know a lot of other schools aren't, like Rutgers isn't the only school that's not giving a tuition cut, which I think is just a bigger problem. Like, it just sheds a light and makes it worse. That, hopefully this petition gains more attention to other schools too.
Patel hopes the university will at least consider cutting campus fees, which she says cost roughly $14,000. Not a small sum for families struggling to get by during a global pandemic. In Manhattan, Jessica Moore, CBS 2 News.
Now, the Rutgers Board of Governors did freeze tuition and fees for the coming year rather than implementing an increase.